Tonight, IT workers at the University of Tennessee are still looking into who hacked into UT President Dr. Joe DiPietro's Twitter account. We first told you about this last night on 6 News at 11. Now, apparently, someone broke into the account Thursday afternoon and posted this week from Dr. DiPietro's account, quote, "Tonight plans. Troll Craigslist for expletive trying to pass off fake handbags as designers." Well, the message was taken down about 10 minutes later. UT officials say a team of IT personnel are now investigating this incident. They say they're trying to figure out how the hackers took over the account and plan to put safeguards in place so it does not happen again in the future. Now, they say their findings could be turned over to law enforcement as well. So the question tonight, how can you protect your social networking pages from a potentially embarrassing post by a hacker? Well, joining us now with much more is Bob Wilson, the manager of digital media at Moxley Carmichael. And Bob, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Good to be here.
Let's just start off with basically, how does something like this, how can it happen with all these advancements out there? Because we hear about things like this all the time.
Yeah, it usually happens when somebody gets an email that says something like, you know, your account's been compromised, you need to come check your password and change your password, and that leads them to a site that may look like Twitter or Facebook, but it really isn't. So when you try to log in there, you're actually giving your account information to someone who's then going to use it to log into your account.
So in essence, people wanting to protect their Facebook or Twitter accounts, then if they ever get an email like that, do not respond?
Yeah, I would say don't respond. The best way to do it if you are concerned about your account is just to go to the Twitter site directly or to Facebook directly, and do not follow any links that are in the email. Just go to those sites directly, and you can change your password there in the normal way that you would.
You know, a lot of times when I see these things pop up, I'll just go to Google and punch in the exact message from the email and put, "Is this a virus?" And a lot of times you'll find chat rooms talking about this and warning people to stay away from things like this. Is that another effective way people can kind of combat this?
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. A lot of times these messages that are sent out once they do get into an account are the same messages over and over. They just do it as quickly as they can before somebody finds out, like in this case. So that's an excellent way to do that, because, yeah, most cases it's going to be over and over and over, so it's easy to find.
You know, a lot of people have multiple accounts, especially people who might own a business. Is there an increased risk for companies that actually have a Facebook or Twitter account as well?
I don't think there's an increased risk. We tell our clients at Moxley Carmichael that it's a great place to be. I don't think there's an increased risk that every account is the same, but some targets are higher value targets, and they may be attacked more often or attempted to get into more often. But overall, I think everybody needs to follow the same safety procedures.
You know, I've got to ask you real quickly. We're just about out of time, but most people watching this want to know what happens to the hackers if they are tracked down in a case like this. Can the penalties be pretty harsh?
In some cases, there have been some harsh penalties. It's still kind of the Wild West in the sense that there's not a lot of legal precedent for some of these things, but in many cases, if you can prove liable or something like that, then there can be some repercussions.
So the people out there who think this might just be a funny joke, it may not be too funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing it. I mean, as the law catches up with it, the penalties will probably get more and more stiff.
All right, Bob, great information tonight. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, well, moving on, everyone. Target is under attack.